Imagine a city frozen in time for almost 2,000 years. Pompeii, an ancient Roman city, offers just that. Buried under volcanic ash from the catastrophic eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD, Pompeii lay forgotten for centuries. Its rediscovery in the 18th century unveiled a time capsule of Roman life. We can walk the same streets as the Romans, see their homes, and even glimpse their last moments. The ash that buried Pompeii also preserved it, protecting its buildings, artifacts, and even the forms of its people. Pompeii is a haunting reminder of the power of nature and the fragility of human life. Pompeii was a bustling city of around 20,000 people. It was a mix of rich and poor, citizens and slaves, all living their lives against the backdrop of the Roman Empire. Life in Pompeii was vibrant and surprisingly modern in some ways. People worked in various trades, from baking bread to crafting jewelry. They shopped at bustling markets, enjoyed public baths, and gathered for entertainment at the amphitheatre. The city had a complex water system with fountains and public toilets, reflecting a sophisticated level of urban planning. Frescoes adorned the walls of homes, depicting scenes from mythology, daily life, and even erotic encounters. These paintings provide a unique insight into the art, beliefs, and desires of the Pompeii people. Pompeii pulsated with life, unaware of the impending disaster that would forever alter its fate. At the heart of Pompeii lay the Forum, a grand open space that served as the city's social, political, and commercial hub. This bustling plaza was the center of Pompeii's civic life. Surrounding the Forum were impressive structures, temples dedicated to Roman gods like Jupiter, Juno, and Minerva, government buildings where important decisions were made, and the Basilica, a grand hall used for law courts and business transactions. The Forum's grandeur reflected Pompeii's prosperity as a vital trading center. The city thrived on agriculture, with nearby Mount Vesuvius providing fertile land for vineyards and olive groves. Pompeii was also a significant producer of garum, a fermented fish sauce that was a delicacy throughout the Roman Empire. The Forum was a place of constant activity, a stage where the drama of daily life unfolded. The houses of Pompeii offer a fascinating insight into the domestic lives of its citizens. From grand villas with elaborate gardens to more modest dwellings, these homes reflect the social hierarchy and lifestyles of their occupants. The wealthiest citizens lived in luxurious villas, often with multiple rooms, courtyards, and private baths. These homes were adorned with intricate mosaics, frescoes, and sculptures, showcasing the owner's wealth and taste. One such example is the House of the Faun, named after the bronze statue found in its atrium. In contrast, the homes of ordinary Pompeians were smaller and simpler. Many houses had shops attached to them where families sold their wares or services. The houses of Pompeii reveal intimate details about the lives of the people who inhabited them. Bread and circuses, food and entertainment. The Romans had a saying, panem et circenses, meaning bread and circuses. This phrase perfectly encapsulates the importance of food and entertainment in Roman society, and Pompeii was no exception. Bakeries, with their well-preserved ovens, are a common sight in the ruins, testament to the importance of bread in the Roman diet. Fresh produce would have been readily available from the fertile slopes of Vesuvius, while seafood from the Bay of Naples would have been another staple. For entertainment, Pompeii boasted two theatres, a large amphitheatre for gladiatorial combats and a smaller Odeon for musical performances and plays. The cheers of the crowds and the clash of gladiatorial swords would have echoed throughout the city. These aspects of Pompeii life offer a glimpse into the vibrant and dynamic nature of this ancient city. Whispers of the gods' religion in Pompeii. Religion permeated every aspect of Roman life, and Pompeii was no exception. The city was home to a multitude of temples and shrines dedicated to various gods and goddesses, reflecting the diverse religious beliefs of its inhabitants. The Temple of Jupiter, located in the Forum, was the most important religious structure in Pompeii, dedicated to the king of the gods. Other significant temples included those dedicated to Apollo, Venus, and Isis, an Egyptian goddess whose worship had become popular in Roman times. Alongside these grand temples, smaller shrines, known as Luraria, were common features in Pompeii homes. The people of Pompeii believed that the gods influenced every aspect of their lives, from the success of their crops to the outcome of battles. The day the world changed, the eruption of Vesuvius. In the year 79 AD, on August 24th or 25th, scholars debate the exact date. Life in Pompeii came to a cataclysmic end. After centuries of dormancy, Mount Vesuvius erupted with terrifying force, burying Pompeii and its neighboring towns under a thick blanket of ash and pumice. The eruption sent a towering column of ash and pumice high into the atmosphere, plunging the region into darkness. Pyroclastic flows, superheated avalanches of gas and volcanic debris raced down the slopes of Vesuvius, incinerating everything in their path. For the people of Pompeii, there was no escape. The eruption happened with little warning, and the speed and ferocity of the event left them with no time to flee. The eruption of Vesuvius was a disaster of unimaginable proportions, wiping out entire communities and forever altering the landscape of the region. Unearthing the past. Rediscovering Pompeii. For centuries, Pompeii lay buried and forgotten beneath tons of volcanic ash and debris. It was not until the 18th century that the lost city began to re-emerge, thanks to a series of chance discoveries and systematic excavations. The rediscovery of Pompeii captivated the world, sparking a wave of interest in the ancient world. In 1748, a farmer digging a well stumbled upon the ruins of Herculaneum, another town buried by the eruption of Vesuvius. This discovery sparked interest in the region, and soon systematic excavations began at Pompeii. As archaeologists carefully removed the layers of ash and pumice, the lost city of Pompeii began to reveal its secrets. Frozen in time, the victims of Vesuvius. Perhaps the most haunting aspect of Pompeii is the presence of its victims. The volcanic ash that buried the city also acted as a preservative, creating casts of the dead in their final moments. These figures, frozen in time, provide a poignant and often harrowing glimpse into the terror and chaos that unfolded during the eruption. One of the most famous casts is that of a man huddled in a protective crouch, his face contorted in pain and fear. Another shows a woman lying on her back, her arms outstretched as if reaching for help that never came. The casts of Pompeii serve as a powerful reminder of the fragility of life and the destructive power of nature. Pompeii today, a window to the past. Today, Pompeii stands as one of the most significant archaeological sites in the world, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that attracts millions of visitors each year. Walking through the ruins of Pompeii is like stepping back in time. The streets, the houses, the shops, and the public spaces offer an unparalleled glimpse into the daily life of a Roman city. Visitors can explore the Forum, marvel at the mosaics and frescoes that adorn the villas of the wealthy, and pay their respects to the victims of the eruption at the Garden of the Fugitives. Preserving Pompeii for future generations is an ongoing challenge. Despite the challenges, Pompeii remains a powerful testament to the ingenuity and artistry of the Roman people and a poignant reminder of the destructive power of nature. Pompeii's legacy. Lessons from the ashes. Pompeii's legacy extends far beyond its ruined walls. It is a treasure trove of information about Roman life, art, culture, and society. The city's sudden burial preserved a snapshot of Roman life in incredible detail, providing us with insights that would have been lost to time otherwise. The study of Pompeii has revolutionized our understanding of Roman urban planning, social structures, and daily life. From the layout of the streets to the contents of their homes, Pompeii offers a wealth of information about how the Romans lived, worked, and played. But Pompeii's legacy is more than just academic. It is a stark reminder of the power of nature and the fragility of human life.